Hi guys, I'm T. Welcome to Earth to Eve Tarot. I just couldn't stay away tonight. Sorry, I'm back. Wait, what am I apologizing for? Nothing to apologize for. That last reading just left me deeply curious, and I just didn't feel like I should stop there. So you guys want to do another one? Let's do another one. I'm curious to see, the collective had some mental energy going on in that last reading. That was a little self-sabotagey. It was a little anxious. It was highly self-reflective. Okay, so I really want to know what that energy was about, because I just felt like the collective was really questioning themselves heavily. And I want to know why. I want to know what that's about. So I'm not officially going to call this an extended, but we're just going to carry on. Okay, so the collective, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Wait. What do we want to come at this with? What is the collective anxious about? What is it exactly that they are overanalyzing, overthinking? What is that about? The Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. The one thing I got from the last reading was what did I do wrong? What am I, what could I be doing better? Why didn't I see this in a different way? Is there an angle I'm missing? I thought I came at this with positive intent and, a good foot forward, right? That's what this is. This is a choice in emotional happiness. And you're like, how did I get so far off the mark? That's what it feels like. 222. I just said that. How did this one fall so off the mark? This doesn't match the energy that I brought to this situation, right? And then we have the Seven of Swords here. Oops. And this is just I feel like I need to extend on this because I can't get a real straight direct feeling from it. What is this Seven of Swords about? What is this Seven of Swords about? The Knight of Swords. The Five of Pentacles. I just feel like you questioning, you're what did I do to deserve this? Right? And let's rein ourselves back in here, because rather than sitting in the attitude of what did I do to deserve this and trying to evaluate your every single move that may affect your karma or your dharma, let's bring this into perspective for a moment and remember that this is not happening to us, it's happening for us. If you come from the perspective that everything is happening for you to learn from, I feel like that's the mentality that we want to be in. Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. I think, again, just a message to slow down a bit. More about the Seven of Swords. Ooh, that just flipped right out of there. There you are. There you are. Look, I don't do readings like this often, but I feel like you feel like someone or people, can be one person, can be a group, doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't matter. Take it how it resonates. We'll go with it. Somebody did you dirty. Somebody was not honest. I feel like you feel like people are skirting around you and tiptoeing around you And it's making you feel left out in the cold. It's making you feel defensive. It's putting you on guard. It's making you like over hyper vigilant of literally everything. Micro expressions, nuance, tone, intonation. You're in a heightened sense of feeling exposed. Okay? This feels like exposure. And for you, you're not really understanding how this happened. Sidelined, okay? You came at this with pure intent. You came at this with a whole heart. This was a deliberate decision, right? That you were fully invested in. The Nine of Swords, okay? And now, this one's really got you stumped. You're like, how? And the truth is, okay, universe doesn't give us anything that we can't handle. Okay, God, Spirit, whatever you want to call it. These lessons are given to us for a reason. And I think you, collective, know not to get too wrapped up in asking why. Okay, sometimes lessons are handed to us just to learn. You know, I used to compare, and this may sound silly to some of you, but sometimes I compare universe or spirit or whatever to a mother. You know, remember when we were little kids and you'd go up to your mom and you're like, hey mom, can I have this thing? And your mom's like, no. And you're like, but why? And your mom's like, I don't need to explain that to you. You'll learn. Like you'll learn why. No is my answer. No is my answer. And sometimes there's really not much more of a why beyond that. So the guidance I think here is don't get too caught up in the why, because you're going to get yourself into the analysis paralysis. And we don't want that. Okay? This Nine of Swords, what is eating the collective? What is eating the collective? There's this element of betrayal. And I honestly, you guys have been with me for a little bit now. Okay, a month. I seldom, if ever, come at the Seven of Swords as a card of deceit or betrayal. In this situation, that's what it feels like. Okay? That's what it feels like. Take it how it resonates. More on this Nine of Swords, please. More on this Nine of Swords. The Moon. The Four of Pentacles. You're definitely like energetically holding on tight, like with a death grip at the moment. I can feel it. Why? Because you're emotionally rattled. Five of Cups. There is a fear of losing something on your part. There's a fear of losing something. What is the something? Control, potentially. Maybe you don't realize that completely, but the Wheel of Fortune. Again, you're stuck in your own karmic spin, going, what did I miss? How did I get here? How did this just tank so quickly and so dramatically? How did it tank so quickly and so dramatically? And what was my contribution to it? You self-aware, creamy little cupcake. Okay? I get it. Trust me. I totally get it. But this grip that you have on it, okay, sometimes there isn't always a why. I just want another one. Just one more on this Nine of Swords. All of these cards of tension, hiding, hermiting, feeling loss. Loss of an opportunity. Let's see here. Loss of what? Opportunity? I'm sorry, and I know this is gonna sound silly, but like, I was looking at this card and I'm like, it's the good faith stick. Like, you know, it's just like, in good faith, an opportunity. It's maybe you feel worn down, okay, because you commit a lot of your acts, your choices, your convictions are in good faith. They're in good faith of other people. And sometimes, okay, we need to remember that not everybody has the same heart that we do. And I think this is part of your anxiety. You're like, how could people behave that way? How could people do me like that? How could people treat me like that? Honey, not everybody can be gold, okay? Like you. Not everybody has that kind of insight, and one of the hardest lessons in life to learn is that not everybody has the same heart that we do. And it can be devastating. You know? I just need a drink here. One sec. It's iced tea if anybody cares to know. Yeah, okay, let's move on to your energy that you've come in with, right? We've got this this Two of Cups and this Knight of Cups. I might even note that there's the King of Cups under the bottom of the deck. What's this about? Let's read on this. Yeah, no, that's not happening. There's like 50 cards on the floor. What is this energy of love that I feel belongs to the collective and is the core of who they are? The world. Okay, we talked about a choice in the last reading. We talked about transitioning, that right now is a time of growth, rebirth, and transition, and lessons learned. And I think you can't let like the transgressions of the world and the people around you get the better of you right now. Okay? You are not responsible for other people's poor choices. And if other people's poor choices have affected you, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. More to represent this very loving, heartfelt energy. Okay. The Strength card. The Sun. The Queen of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. Your offering, the offering is you. You're like, I come in good faith. This is who I am. This is how I offer myself to people. Right? When the world hasn't got you down and hasn't got you in your head and hasn't got you over analyzing, you are a light being. You're just pure love. And you have nothing but the best intentions for people. And you are happy to like share that energy that you have with other people. That's the offering. And what hurts right now is that you feel like people don't see this pureness about you. That's what hurts. That's why you're not trusting people right now. That's a big part of it right there. Right there. Right there. Right? More on this Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Strength. Oh my goodness. You know what? if people can't handle your light, they should just put on their shades. I don't know, like, too bad. Oh my gosh, like, I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're being very misread, and I don't blame you for putting your guards up. I do not blame you in the slightest. The Four of Cups. But again, here's that lesson about cutting yourself off from people and missing opportunities. And the collective here, okay, many of you have been on this journey with me so far because you are also cultivators of people, okay? And so, you know what? You're not always going to be everybody's cup of tea, right? That is perfectly fine. Why on earth would you want to be everybody's cup of tea? Have you met everybody? Good Lord. That's not what you want, okay? Let's be realistic about that. Like, do you want to be everybody's cup of tea? Do you know what's out there? You don't want to be everybody's cup of tea. You know, like, no, like, people just shouldn't have access to you like that. You want to be a few good people's cup of tea, right? That's what you want. So I think a really big message here is to stop offering this pure and vulnerable part of you to people who really either can't appreciate it, don't have the capacity for it, don't understand it, okay, or think that you're naive because of it. Look, people who have pure hearts are often seen as naive and weak and different, and we are. We are, and not everybody's gonna understand it, but the point to all of this is to not give up. And if you continue to be the person that you actually are, you will attract the right people. Okay? You will attract the right people. Don't let this little bump in the road define who you are as a person. Nine of Cups. Remember why you're on this journey in the first place. It's because it's what you wanted. Excuse me, it's what you wanted. Oh my gosh. Who hurt my poor Jabberwocker, your babies? Who hurt you? Like, who? Why are people being like this with you? What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? They clearly don't know the collective. They clearly don't know you guys, okay? Oh. The Two of Pentacles. Why are they doing this? The Six of Wands. If you are up here, there's always going to be someone who wants to kick you down a notch, okay? And, well, ain't that the truth? Ace of Swords. Not everybody has the same heart as you do. There will be people who do not celebrate your successes. There will be people who don't appreciate your purity, okay? Or that your vulnerability is actually a choice. It's not a weakness. You choose to be vulnerable with people. that kind of light will scare the shit out of certain people. Do not let them faze you. Do not let those kind of low vibing, low energy, win at all cost people get you. Don't let them. Right? King of Pentacles. This is very grounded energy. I find that interesting that it's at the bottom of the deck, but I'm going to put it back. Look, okay? I don't know about you guys. Feel free to share in the comments, okay? Not everybody has an appreciation for bright and shiny things. If anything, most often people are intimidated by other people who are bright and shiny. Okay? Because when you shine, it exposes where other people lack. That's a them issue. Do not let these low vibing people get you. Who are they? I just want their name. Just tell me who they are. I just want to talk to them. I just want to talk to them, collective. Who are they? Who are they? Okay. Four of Pentacles, or excuse me, sorry. Four of Swords. Give me another one. Page of Swords. Stand back and watch. Just, you know what? Okay? I know this is going to sound silly, but I say silly things, and that's why you guys are here, because you seem to enjoy it, so I'm just going to roll with it, okay, folks? I had someone say to me once, they said, when a farmer is shoveling the shit out of his shed, are you going to stand in the doorway and let shit get thrown at you? Obviously not. We're not going to do that. Okay, we're going to step out of the way and let the farmer shovel his shit. Okay? Well, the same goes for people around you and in your life. If they're clearly shoveling shit and their own low vibe and dirt, okay, out, are you going to stand there and let them throw it at you? Or are you going to move the hell out of dodge? You're going to move the hell out of dodge, right? Get yourself to a high vantage point where you can be an observer, okay? I feel like you've fallen off your game a little bit and people have rattled you, but you're going to get back on your horse. And you're going to do it from a high vantage point where people can't throw their shit at you, period. Right, collective? Let me hear you say it out loud. I'm not going to throw your shit at me. It's not happening. We're not going to do this. Okay? It's quite all right to stay in your heart space. Don't lose that about yourself. Okay. What do I want to do? I want to switch decks. Let's just switch decks. Let's just switch decks. Last messages for the collective. Last little messages. The King of Cups. Look, shine your light anyway. Shine on. Shine on. Who cares what people think? Okay, again, this is the difference between being liked and being respected. If people can't like you at your shiniest, right? You see what I'm saying? They're not going to respect you. They're not going to respect you. Don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time. The Star. The Nine of Wands. And the Lovers. To me, this is a very clear sign to not give up and just be your authentic self. If you're too bubbly for people, they're not your people. If you're too introspective for people, they're not your people. Okay? You are not too much. You are just the right size for the right people. Okay, collective? You are just the right size. Right? What do we have? The Fool and the Five of Cups. I think that's a pretty clear indication to get back on your path, right? We're going to get up, we're going to dust ourselves off, we're going to get back in the saddle, and pew pew. Pew pew. Just do it. Like, pew pew your way through life. Just do it. I do. I literally, like, I will be driving my buggy through the greenhouse going pew pew. Because if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Okay? You right now are sitting through a very uncomfortable growth in change. It's uncomfortable. Okay, but man, once you shed your chrysalis and your wings come out, you're going to be just beautiful. You know that. Metamorphosizing right now inside your little cocoon. Right? I just heard nobody suspects the butterfly. If anybody gets that reference in the comments, I will be so happy. Nobody suspects the butterfly. Right? No one suspected you to be so nice. The Sun. Nobody expected you to be so grounded and peaceful. The Queen of Pentacles. Strength. Two of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Like, you are taking your hits gracefully right now with people. They should feel freaking honored that they haven't got the street side of you yet. Period. Period. Right? Ace of Cups, bottom of the deck. You come with love. But, hun, you are not for everybody. And that's okay. That's okay. You are just the right amount for the right people. And that's your reading. All right? Lots of love to you guys. Now I'm actually going to go to bed, watch junk television, let my mind escape. You guys have fun. Do the same, okay? Have a good night.